quick review of my new NISBETS Essentials oven, DC285, 30 litre. It's from NISBETS, who are, you know, a commercial cookery sort of company. It's not absolutely commercial standard, and it doesn't cost as much as commercial standard ones. It's only about 100 quid, and I think it's really good. I've tried a few of these before I found this one, and it's the only one that actually has what I want out of an oven. It is big enough at 30 litres to fit in a 12-inch pizza dish. One I bought that said it was 33 litres, I think, certainly 30, it was over 30 litres. It wouldn't fit in a 12-inch pizza dish. Front to back, it was only about 11 inches, so you couldn't close the door. Little things, stupid little things. This has great features. When you finish cooking, you can leave the door open to let it cool down. It's not open all the way, it's just down a little bit. And also, when you want to get things in and out, the door folds all the way out of the way. One of them that I tried, it stops about there. And if you're trying to get things out, your hand hits the really, really hot oven door. And that is not good. I don't know what happens with people who are testing products. They maybe don't test them. It comes with a Teflon coated drip tray as well, that you can use as a roasting tray. I use it as a drip tray if but you could use it as a roasting tray. This is a loaf of bread fitting in there. That's wholemeal loaf that I baked a little while ago. It's gone cooler now, so I can handle it and show you. It's perfect, just how I like them. I've got to say, it's a marvellous little oven for 100 quid. It doesn't come with the Crumb Tray, which is shown in all the pictures, but it's only £1 at the moment. I don't know whether it's going to go up or not, but it's £1 at the moment, so it's well worth getting it. Links to all this in the description. The only thing I found is, after I got it, I found it doesn't allow you to switch off the top elements and have the bottom elements on. You can switch off the bottom elements and keep the top elements on with the multi-selector ring, button, switch thing. And I like to have certain cooking, like baking, I like to just use the bottom elements and not have the top elements going. Both sets of elements brilliant for doing pizzas and other things that you want to be crisp on the top. But I wanted to have just the bottom elements on. Also, it doesn't have a telltale to tell you when the thermostat has reached temperature. So if you're warming it up to a preset temperature like 180 or whatever to do some baking, you have to listen out for a tick, which is well, suboptimal, I'd say. So anyway, I just looked around for push button switches, and I found a Chinese company called APIELE that make loads and loads of different kinds of switches, and they were the only ones that made these brilliant little switches that you can see, maybe, hopefully, just here. They're 12mm push button switches, latching. They're pop out, so they're proud when they're off, and when you turn them on, they're flush with the top of the button surround. They're waterproof. They're 5 amp and they're 240 volt with a 240 volt telltale. And I've put in two, one to be a telltale to tell you when the lower elements are going, and the other one with a telltale to tell you when the upper elements are going, and also a switch is, I use the switch in this one, I'm not bothering with the switch in the other one, but in this one the switch is wired in, so it switches the top elements off and on. So if we turn the thermostat up, you can see that they're both on. And if you press the button, only the bottom ones are on. And when it reaches temperature, the thermostat will make the Telltale go out. Okay, so you can see that they're both running, and you can set that one on, both on, top on with rotisserie, both on with rotisserie, etc, etc, all the different permutations. But yeah, they're brilliant. Free postage from China, 2 buttons for less than a tenner. Better value than anybody else, and they're the only ones I could find that are 12mm, 240 volt, 5 amp. The elements are only 3 amp each, so plenty of headroom to not have to worry about the switches. They're great, and I think they also, if you sign up for a newsletter and things like that, I think they've got all sorts of special offers. So I think the current one they've got is sign up for your first order and you get $10 off your first $15 order, which is pretty damn good. I didn't get that. It wasn't on when I bought these switches, but yeah, they're great. And they arrived in very reasonable time from China, postage free. I love them. They're just absolutely great. They make it, for me anyway, perfect. Without them, you can still use it, and I still think it's the best one at 100 quid of all of these things, and probably at 200 quid as well, considering some of the ones I've seen. So that's it. I love it. Thank you.